purpose of organizing the Save Our Tree campaign for raise awareness and instill a sense of responsibility in all parties regarding the importance of tree restoration to the world and safety for well-being and quality of life. Also, cultivating the spirit of love for nature and improving the ecosystem and biodiversity of our country. They are also a place where people depend because they provide oxygen in people's daily life. Trees give us many benefits such as supplying oxygen. Second, trees also overcome flood problem, and last can help reduce noise pollution.
Today, I would like to talk about the negative effects of deforestation on our ecosystem. First and foremost, climate change is one of the negative effects of deforestation on our ecosystem. Why? It is because forests are the lungs of our planet. There are numerous ways that deforestation impacts the climate. Forests play a crucial role in sequestering carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and emit oxygen and water vapor into the air. Trees give out shade which keeps the soil moist. Deforestation compromises all of this. It causes an imbalance in air temperature, a drier climate, and more challenging ecological circumstances, all of which contribute to climate change. Secondly, spreading disease. The spread of illnesses, including those originating from birds like the avian flu, is one of potential indirect effect of deforestation. Migration patterns have already been impacted by climate change, and diseased birds may travel to deforested areas that provided better homes for them, infecting the surrounding of the bird populations. In open areas with increased exposure to sunlight, illnesses like Lyme disease and malaria that are spread by insects are more prevalent. Not only do these diseases affect the birds and other animals in these habitats, but they also affect any people who come in contact with these insects, whether in the wild or in neighboring cities. Thirdly, decrease in biodiversity is also one of the negative effects of deforestation on our ecosystem. What is biodiversity? The diversity of life on Earth, including plants, animals, and microorganisms, is known as biodiversity. A wide variety of plant and animal species can be found in forests. Deforestation disrupts their habitats and can lead to a decrease in biodiversity. If forests are destroyed, plants and animals can altogether become endangered or extinct if they cannot quickly adapt to their new surroundings. And last but not least, disruption of water cycles is also one of the negative effects of deforestation on our ecosystem. As you all may know, the water cycle is significantly influenced by trees. A large amount of water is absorbed by the soil and streams, while some evaporates into vapor, into air. The water cycle is disturbed when forests are cut down, and this can have an effect on the amount of rain that a region receives, the temperature, and the well-being of the local plant, animal, and also human populations. That is all from me. Thank you very much.
Hi! So for my part, I am going to explain about the fun fact about trees. Without further ado, firstly, I am going to talk about Triple W. It stands for Wood Wide Web. It's actually the same thing as World Wide Web, but this time, believe it or not, it is actually a network for trees. Trees network is connected by an underground fungal internet. How powerful God created such a beautiful and complex natural phenomenon. Plants and trees interact with each other using a massive network underground fungus. They also be able to send a warning to other trees along the network. To be illustrated, if a tree is being attacked by an insect or something that can harm them, they will use the triple W to forewarn other trees to evoke their own bulwark. Moving on to my next point, which is trees are birds' best friend. Why do I say that? Because it's actually a common knowledge for us. We know that birds live on a tree and tree is a home for birds. By planting a single tree to an open pasture, we can help by contribute in growth of birds' biodiversity from almost 0% to as high as 80%. An easy target or at-risk species like huge beasts of prey and deep forest birds begin to emerge, building species richness. Though common, we know that medicine usually made of steroids, chemicals and stuff. Actually, tree can also help in produce medicine in a form of pill. 1/4 of all modern medicine come from tropical forest plants and 2/3 of all cancer-fighting drugs. My last point is, plant a tree today, it will help us breathe tomorrow. Cars fumes are often associated with air pollution. Trees are one of creatures that will help to absorb all the carbon dioxide. Trees can absorb an average 22 pounds of carbon dioxide per year for the first 20 years of life. A typical passenger vehicle ejects about 4.6 metric tons of carbon dioxide per year, so it stands to a reason that vehicle owners would need to plant 460 trees to offset the average transportation aftermath. So that is all from me.
Okay, next I will talk about tips for a tree conservation. As you know, conservation is important to us because conservation is a careful maintenance and upcare of a natural resource to prevent it from disappear. My very first point is about teach our kids. Why I say that? Because as we know, kids are our future. So we have to develop them to love our nature so that we can let them learn about our nature or about our planet, our earth, so that they can fall in love with our nature. For example, we can let them learn from the books, or we can do a lot of outdoor activities to them, explore outdoor. Secondly, we can use words or spread awareness so that to save our trees, we can spread messages to as many people as we can, so that we can share our knowledge to them so that they know how to take care of tree, or they can take action and support tree conservation. Last but not least, we can get involved so that, for example, if our forests are going to get down, we can do online petitions, we can do a protest so that we can show them that we against their idea to get down the forest. That's all from me.
Okay, the next one is call to action. First step that we can do to save our tree is plant more trees. Plant trees in our community or donate to organizations that plant trees around the world. Keep in mind that planting trees should never be an excuse for destroying existing forests. Next is we can reuse delivery packaging and wrapping paper. If you sometimes order things online, you probably have cardboard box around your home. Try to reuse them in some way for reselling things or storing items. Same thing with wrapping paper. Keep it within your receive it and reuse it when you need to give a present to someone. Okay, the third is demand better labeling of products so you know if they are certified and sustainable. Although certification can give consumer valuable information about the environmental impact of the product they are buying. The vast majority of products are not certified and many stores do not carry certified products. So, contact the major food companies you buy from and insist they use sustainable products.
The last one is we can visit forests often because as the world are urbanized and people who spend more time online, society is growing increasingly disconnected and separate from nature. So get outside, going out into nature and enjoying our existing forest for ourselves is a big part of learning how to save trees. Once you get outside and appreciate all that our forests have to offer, you will be filled with a new vigor for protecting our nature. For example, you can go hiking, you can go camping, have a picnic, or try to spot some birds in our nature.